Will time make my ex miss me or forget me? This question is a matter of perspective, to be honest. Do you view time as your enemy or your friend? So, for example, when you have a test to prepare for, or when you had a test to prepare for, do you prefer more time or less time? Would the result be better if you had more time or less time? For myself, time is a huge benefit because it allows your partner to assess what went wrong and resolve whatever internal conflict they might have had. But I get it. Time is a scary thing. As human beings, we are obsessed with time. If we were not, we wouldn't have created clocks and calendars and all these different things to try to analyze time. And the reason for why we are so obsessed with time is because time equates to finality. We only have so much time on this earth, so we try to control as much of it as possible. And that same theory, that same concept applies when it comes to a relationship. If you break up with somebody or somebody breaks up with you, we become obsessed with time because the longer time passes without us being able to control it, the more we feel like we are losing ourselves and that person. So I empathize with you. I know how incredibly difficult that can be. But like I said, it is a matter of mindset. There's a lot of work that goes into accepting what is and looking forward to what can be. So changing our perspective is going to be really important. And there are three things that I want you to consider. But before we jump into those three things, first of all, if you are new to the channel, welcome. Make sure you hit that like and that subscribe button. And if you've already been part of the community, then welcome back. My name is Danny. I'm one of the head coaches here at the With My Ex Again project. And I work with people like you all the time who are in these types of situations and are just trying to find answers. You're just trying to find a solution. So I hope that I can provide you with some insights, some recommendations that you can start to apply right now and feel like you are getting out of this rut or getting out of this place of being stuck, right? So, number one, they left for a reason. Trying to resolve the conflict within the relationship was not working, and therefore, space was required and is required to clear any negative feelings. If you try to approach the relationship too soon after a breakup to reconcile, all of those feelings are still present. So it is important that we allow those feelings and those emotions to dissipate, allow the dust to settle a little bit, so that when you do open the lines of communication, there's not this visceral reaction because they are still thinking about what happened or they're still feeling what happened. I like to equate this to like when you get a paper cut, right? And the moment you get a paper cut, it hurts so bad, it burns. At least it does for me. But if a week later or 2 weeks later, you try to remember the feeling of pain and hurt from that paper cut, you can't really feel it viscerally. You can remember and logically say, yeah, I remember it hurt, but you don't really feel the same pain. Pretty similar to a breakup situation. Giving it time and allowing time to pass will allow those feelings to dissipate. Even though the memory is still there, it won't cause a visceral reaction. The second thing is invest in yourself. I say this all the time, and I know it's the most like eat, pray, love shit that I can possibly say, but it is true. This gives you time to work on any negative behaviors, limiting beliefs, or insecurities that you may have contributed or that may have contributed to the breakdown of the relationship. And oftentimes when we are in the relationship, we have blinders on and we don't realize that there are things that we may be doing that's contributing to the breakdown of the relationship. Now, I'm not saying that you are fully responsible or wholly responsible for the breakup. A relationship is a 50-50 partnership. So your ex also has some accountability here. But that's not your concern. Your concern is not to get them to recognize and understand their mistakes. It's about you focusing on you, healing, processing, and getting back to a place where you feel like yourself again. Because at the end of the day, your ex was attracted to you when you were wholly yourself. That sense of independence and adventure and excitement and that confidence. So, getting back to that place is going to be incredibly important. And the third thing to take into consideration is history is hard to erase. Although it might feel like your partner will forget about you, memories are history and they're not easily forgotten. You are part of their routine and their habits, and that is not easily broken. When they do reach out, you want to be the best version of yourself. So keep that in mind. So if you ask me if I think time will cause them to forget you and move on altogether, in my experience, that's not usually how it goes. Sure, the spectrum of time is different per situation. You know, some people hear back from their ex within a week or two, some people months, some people years. And I don't say that to scare you. I just say that to you because I want you to have a realistic understanding of the situation. There's so many different variables and factors that contribute to this period of silence. The reasons for the breakup, how the breakup went. Was it amicable? Was it hostile? Again, what were the reasons for the breakup? All of these particulars are very important when we look at the possibilities. So I always recommend a one-on-one coaching session because every person's situation and circumstance is different. Your experience is going to be different from the next person to the next person. And it's not that there isn't a general pattern, it's just your subjective experience is different because we process emotions differently. So if you feel like you need support, if you feel like you need help, if you feel like you need guidance, I am more than happy to support you through this process. I will leave a link down in the description box below for a one-on-one coaching session if that is something that you are interested in and you just really want to get out of this place of being stuck and sad and essentially lacking hope. So again, if you feel like you need guidance, I'm more than happy to help you with that. If you've been in this situation before, if you have any generalized questions, if you have any recommendations for videos, I would highly recommend leaving a comment down in the comment section below. I read as many as I possibly can, and I try to answer as many as I can because at the end of the day, this community, this channel was built for you. Again, my name is Danny. I hope you're staying happy and healthy, and I'll see you in the next video.